Very good morning to one and all. Today I am going to explain cyclic code. The concept which is related to cyclic code is systematic form of generator matrix. In previous lecture, part 2, lecture number 17, we discussed about the numericals based on cyclic code and how to find out generator matrix, then Codeval polynomial, all these things by using message polynomial and generator polynomial. Today I am going to explain first what is meant by systematic form of generator matrix. In linear block code, we already know that the generator matrix of systematic form, that is to be given capital G is equal to square bracket identity matrix of order k by k, identity matrix of order k by k into parity matrix of order k into n minus k, and the complete order of generator matrix is k into n minus k. So this is the equation number 1 which represents the systematic form of generator matrix. The k number denotes the row of generator matrix. To be remember, k is denote the row of generator matrix. Okay. Let us consider ith is the represent row number by I. The ith row of generator matrix is represented by, in polynomial form, represented by ith row of g of d of generator polynomial, which is write down in generator polynomial. So d raised to power bracket n minus I plus r of d, where r of d is nothing but the your remainder polynomial, and I start from 1, 2 up to k values. This is equation number 2. Now divide the generator polynomial with generator polynomial. Now divide d raised to n minus I by the generator polynomial or generator matrix. Generator matrix g of d, generator polynomial. The result become d raised to n minus I g of d quotient plus remainder divided by generator polynomial. So this is equation number 3. Let remainder polynomial, put r of d is equal to, and quotient polynomial, that is q of id is equal to this. We put these values in equation number 3, so we can get d raised to power n minus I divided by generator polynomial or generator matrix q of id. Put this value in equation number 3, so we get these values. So r of d divided by g of d. This is equation number 4. By solving these equations, we can write down d raised to power n minus I. We can multiply g of d throughout the both side g of d. We get in simplified format q of id into g of d into r of d. This is equation number 5. We can say that. Again, this addition is performed by arithmetic two module operation. So k is equal to from 1 to up to k. Sorry, I here, I from 1 2 3 up to k, and we can write down the last equation to get in the simplified format r of d q into d into g of d. This is an last equation. So we can give, so above equation gives this equation number 2, which gives the systematic row of generator matrix. By using this equation, we can solve the numerical based on this topic. Now here, for a systematic 7,4 cyclic code, find out the generator matrix and parity check matrix. Here the generator polynomial, that is g of d, is already given. So g of d is equal to d cube d raised to power 1 plus 1. Then to find out the generator matrix and parity check matrix. Now, so we can find out the solution. The ith row of generator matrix is given by equation we know that the equation d raised to power n minus I into r of d, remainder polynomial of ith row into quotient of ith row into generator matrix, where I is equal to from 1 to up to k values. In second step, it is given that The cyclic code has dimension 7, 4. Okay, so that here n is equal to 7, that is length of the code polynomial, and length of the message polynomial, that is 4. So we can get n minus k is equal to 3. By substituting above values in equation number 1, in this equation, above equation number 1, we get d raised to power 7 minus I plus r of d into q of id into generator matrix, generator polynomial matrix already given in equation d cube raised to power 1 into 1, and we put the values of I 1, 2 up to 4. So with I is equal to 1 above equation, we get in this equation second, so we get d raised to power 6 XOR remainder polynomial of I q of d into d cube d raised to power 1 into 1. Now let us obtain the value of, let us obtain value of quotient polynomial of q of d this value is obtained, divide d raised to n minus I by generator polynomial g of d as per equation. Therefore, to obtain q of d, let us divide d raised to 6. So, to obtain q of d, let us divide d raised to 6 by generator polynomial d raised to cube d raised to power 1 plus 1. So we can perform the division by synthetic rule. So to get the coefficient polynomial, so we can divide generator polynomial, we can divide d raised to power 6 by generator polynomial. So generator polynomial d cube d raised to power 1 and d raised to power 6 here. So we can perform the synthetic division. Here but according to the synthetic division rule, here d raised to power is 6 and here the d raised to power 2. So we can take a numerator d raised to power 3 and we can multiply each term by this generator polynomial to this, and we write down here and perform the addition by arithmetic 2 modulo operation. So d raised to power 6, then d raised to power 4 d cube. According to the XOR rule, we perform this addition, so we get d raised to power 4 d cube. Now here d raised to power 4, the power difference is 1, so we can take d, so we can multiply each term here this d by this generator polynomial. So we can get d raised to power 4 d square into d. Here addition is performed by the XOR operation or modulo 2 operation. So we can get d cube d square d. Here the power difference between these two is 0. So we can take 1 and each term of this will be multiplied to the 1 of generator polynomial. So we get this cube d into 1. So we can get by arithmetic 2 module operation d square plus 1 0d into 1. So this is your remainder polynomial. Remainder polynomial, and this is your quotient polynomial. Polynomial, that is q of d, and this is r of d. So we can put these values. We can take q of d is equal to q of id is equal to d cube d raised to power 1 into 1. This is quotient polynomial, and remainder polynomial r of d is equal to d square 0d plus 1. Substituting these values in equation number 2. So we get in this equation, we put these values in equation, below equation d raised to power 6 remainder polynomial, then quotient polynomial, that is d raised to power 3d plus 1, then generator polynomial d raised to power 3 d raised to power 1 into 1. So we can multiply each term of this bracket to this bracket. So we get d raised to power 6 d raised to power 4 d cube. Again we multiply by d to the whole bracket. So we can d raised to power 4 d square into d. Again we multiply 1 by this bracket. So we can get d cube d plus 1. After solving by taking the common terms, so we get d raised to power 6 0 d raised to power 5. We taking the common terms, d raised to power 4 1 XOR. Here addition is performed by XOR 2 module operation. Then d cube 1 plus 1, then d square, taking 1 d is a common, so 1 and plus 1. So we get d raised to power 6 0d d raised to power 0 into d raised to power 4 0 into d raised to power 3 d square 0d plus 1. So this is the first row polynomial. Okay, so first row element in binary format we can write down 1 0 0 0 1 0 1. So this is the, by using same procedure we obtain another rows. So we can get second row, we can write down. You can use this procedure and to find out the second row of polynomial, third row of polynomial, and fourth row of the polynomial. You can second row of the polynomial, we get that is d raised to power 5 d square d plus 1. Similarly, we can find out third row of polynomial d raised to power third row of polynomial. So d raised to power 4 d square d raised to power 1. Again we find fourth row of polynomial d cube d raised to power 1 plus 1. So we get the fourth rows polynomial. So we can write down indirectly binary format. So we can get in systematic generator matrix. So we can write down above polynomial in binary format. So the polynomial can be transformed into the generator matrix as follows. So here d raised to power 6, d raised to power 4, d raised to power 5, 4, d raised to power 3, d raised to power 2, d raised to power 1, d raised to power 0. So we can write down 1 0 0 0 first row, which is to be obtained by solving. Then second row, we can write down the second row in binary format. So we get 0 1 0 0 triple 1. Then we write down third row in binary format for the generator matrix 0 0 1 0, then double 1 0, then fourth row 0 0 1 and 0 double 1. So we get up to this. This is the identity matrix of order k by k, that is 4 by 4, and we get this is a parity matrix of order 4 by 3. So we can get the generator matrix of order 4 by 3, that is capital G is equal to here. So this is the generator. So this is the required generator matrix. Okay. Now the second, to find out the parametric matrix. To find out the parametric matrix, and the standard format of the parametric matrix is into transport of the parity matrix into identity matrix of order 3 by 3. Now here P of t is equal to, we write down the transform of the parity matrix just obtained by using interchanging rows and columns. So we get 1 1 1 0, then 0 triple 1 and double 1 0 1. So we get this transpose of the parity matrix. So we can write down the parity check matrix, which is a transpose of the parity matrix and identity matrix combination. So 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 1, an identity matrix of order 3 by 3. So we get, so 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is your required parity check matrix. So we can solve this numerical by using the systematic generator matrix equation and to find out the systematic generator matrix and parity check matrix. So we can stop here. Thank you.